Start over?
Yeah.
All right. Ready? Cool. So we talked about 5 things. Isolation, or I'm sorry, static spin, right? My hand is static and the hoop is spinning. Isolation, or we're isolating the center of the hoop. Extension, the hoop is just extended. A vertical anti-spin, making sure to check that we're in when we're on a horizontal line, out on a vertical line, in horizontal, out vertical, and then finally horizontal anti-spin, which was in on a vertical line, out on a horizontal line, in on a vertical line, out on a horizontal line. Then we played with mashing them up with this pattern. We started where we isolate across the bottom, drop one hoop so that both our hoops are in on a horizontal line. Then we drop the opposite hoop and isolate across the bottom, hands meeting, right? And isolate across the top, turn our hoop in, resist the urge to drop it again, and we're going to turn it in, turn our other hoop out, isolate out, and then the pattern at speed looked like this. Cool. And we added some flavor to it, where when we came into the middle here, that hoop that we just dropped, we'd move up, and then we'd isolate to meet it. We'd replace our right hoop with our left hoop using anti-spin. Isolate across the top, turn our hoop in, the hoop that we just turned, we'd drop, isolate to meet it, and anti-spin, just replacing the hoop. Then at speed, that looked like this. We talked about the fact that we were just learning a bunch of badass stuff with static spin versus isolation, kind of a cool pattern. Vertical anti-spin versus isolation, together opposite hands, kind of a badass pattern. And then anti-spin versus anti-spin, together same hands, kind of a badass pattern. Right? So we're drilling lots of stuff with this pattern. And for fun, we switched the direction of the hoops. They were moving in opposites. We did vertical anti-spin versus isolation, making sure on the way down from top to bottom, the hoop was in front, and the way up from bottom to top, the hoop was behind. Or I'm sorry, we have 2 hoops. The hoop that's doing the anti-spin is in front from top to bottom, and behind from to top. And then decided that we could throw that into that pattern anytime we wanted. Right? It's like a fair amount of manipulation. Then we moved on to these huggy crossers from Steve Baggs. So we crossed our arms and did both thumbs down, both thumbs up, 1 hoop in, 1 hoop out, both thumbs down, both thumbs up, 1 hoop in, 1 hoop out. We talked about depending on which hand is in front. So if I'm spinning to my left, my right hand's in front. I can unwind, wind up, and then do that again. And then we played with some 3-beat stuff, doing our 3-beat, trying to open our chest up to our audience. We face the same direction as our circle. We're going to move up and down our arm, up and down our arm. Doing the same thing in reverse, up and down our arm. And finally turning that into like a Tracy fountain. Oops. And then we did some hoop rolls. Should those be in it too?
Yeah.
So we talked about doing a little hoop spinning, and making sure it's up on your palm, nice. Right? And really like just placing it on your palm instead of chucking it across your chest. Trying to get like a nice clean, full contact roll, and then doing that behind your head. Then a fun save / pattern is if you go to behind your head and mess up, you can catch that hoop there. You're gonna cross your chest, catch under your armpit again, and finish that roll. Fun pattern. That was horrible. That's all I got.